Hello, my name is Parker Gillette, and today I'm going to be talking about my portfolio inspiration analysis. I looked at a couple of different websites, and these are the three that I picked as my favorite. The first one that I picked was Critical Role. I've been following them for a few months now, and I've noticed a couple of things from the beginning of their times to current. Something that I really appreciate with their consistency throughout their website is the setup of each tab that they have inside of it. It's all pretty consistent with who they are as a people, with each of their things that they showcase, who they are, even like on their Facebook page or their Twitter or their YouTube or even their Twitch. And it's really neat to see how it all matches up like that. I've noticed at the beginning, when they started in like 2015, they didn't really know what they were doing. They had like the basic ideas and they knew how to like brand and stuff, but they didn't know what Critical Role necessarily was at the time. And so it's cool to see from how at the beginning they didn't really know what they were doing to now where they have like a whole website that's dedicated to who they are as people. They have a tab for specifically their blog, and I think that's really cool because it really helps promote community within their fandom, I guess. And I really appreciate that as some that because that's something I want to do with my brand as well. The next one that I chose was Griffin McElroy's portfolio. Griffin McElroy is somebody who creates stories and does podcasts for a living. Um, and his portfolio consists of him showcasing that. He's a comedian, and so his whole thing is like filled with comedy, and it's probably one of the funniest things I've ever read in my life. But it's consistent with who he is as a person, and I think I really appreciate that. And it's really simple, which I think really shows who Griffin is. And it goes through everything that he does. It's short but sweet. He has all of his podcasts that he does, all the videos that he does, but it also has all of his music that he makes, which I thought was probably one of the coolest things that he has, because he's been making music. He started making music at the beginning of one of his podcasts that he did, and he started putting it into his podcast, and now he's showcasing it to other people, which I think is just really cool. Um, and last but not least, I chose Rick Riordan. He is an author, a young adult or a children's author. He specializes, or he specialized in mythology, and he's probably one of my favorite authors of all time. He wrote the Percy Jackson series, and I love those books. He spends a lot of his time, he's a teacher. He goes through and makes all of these books with the intention of having it help teach children. His branding is consistent to his teaching, I feel. With everything that he does, you can kind of tell that it's aimed kind of towards learning. He even has a tab on his website called Teacher's Guide, where it has a bunch of teacher resources that they're able to go use and explore, and I think that's so cool. And it even like that in itself is a community builder, I feel, because you're giving these people an opportunity to use your stuff for free for education, and that's basically his whole idea, and that's so cool. And that's basically it. I chose all of these people mainly because I feel each of them in their own way show a strong urge to build a community for who they are and what they do, and that's kind of exactly what I would like to do with my portfolio and with what I'm trying to do as a human being too. So, that's it for me, and have a great one.